What's up, Capstone family? Friday, the 1st of September, coming at you. It is actually cooler today, which is very nice. This summer has been brutally hot, as we've been talking about. So much so that people think their AC units are broken, but they're not. They just aren't cooling enough. Kind of like my office. In the afternoon, this office gets like almost 80 degrees. It gets a little hot. And I'd like to say that it's from all the good stuff that's cooking, but it's not. It's that the sun is so hot outside. But hey, this week I want to give a big shout to Dave and Whitney. Appreciate you all for watching, and some of the feedback and question that I'm going to quickly jump into came from them. And this has to do with a bill that passed on August the 1st. It is the Senate bill, 1311, right? And what this is it's a bill that is removing the rental tax starting in January of 2025, and at this point it looks like it's going to go to January or to 2027 through that section. Now, full disclaimer: every time something comes out about TPT, rental tax, any of that, nobody knows what's going on for a very long period of time. When the TPT regulation shifted a few years ago, we did our best to stay ahead of it and found that it's a very, very lonely place out there when nobody knows what's happening and where this stuff should be paid. Now, given the volume of properties that we have, and this is kind of tying into where we're going with this, the amount of properties that we have, we're kind of a mid-range property management company. We're no longer small. We're not the big guys. We'll pay about $25,000 a month right now for this TPT tax. Who benefits from the TPT tax? Well, you have, as owners, never see the money, right? It comes to us, it goes through, we filter it out and send it to whatever municipality it's supposed to go to. The tenant is going to benefit from this for sure, okay? And I think that's definitely a step in the right direction, as rents have, really jumped up so quickly that adding a little insult to injury at the end of the fact, hey, you owe us an extra $35-$40 on top of your rent, is kind of like, why? The struggle I see with it is, where's the money going right now and what's going to make up for that? If a company to our size is paying, say, $25,000 a month to these municipalities, how many others are doing the same? How much money and revenue is coming in, and where are they going to make up for this added, this deficit in income? It's so substantial. I mean, that's a lot of money. And I think, yes, this is a good benefit for the tenants. I think this is something, again, like I mentioned, it's a good step in the right direction. I think there's going to be a lot of confusion around this, as there is every time something changes with the TPT, or anything changes and says, hey, try this over this, or pay over here, or pay this way. It's always a process that's in the works. So as we hear more about this, again, we saw a couple of articles about it. We've dissected those. The bill has been signed as of August the 1st. So let's see what we make of this. Nothing has come down the pike yet, other than the fact that January 2025 is when there will not be rental tax to be paid any longer. And for those owners that are paying it, anyone going through a property management company should be paying that. If you're not going through a property management company and you're managing yourself, then there may be some confusion when a tenant hears that they're able to reduce their rent by the amount that rental tax should be. And in some municipalities, the average is probably 2.3%. So keep that in mind. Something interesting that we'll see coming down. When I polled the group here, when I polled the team, a few people knew more about it than others. And realistically, we see it from our standpoint as a benefit, but again, it's hard to say. I'm not into politics. I rarely pay attention to what's going on that side unless it's real estate related or something that directly affects myself, my team, my family. So it's one of those where I don't know what this is going to look like, and let's see how long this goes. Right now, it looks like through 2027, so that's a good thing. Let's see. We do have something that we're going to be rolling out through Appfolio, and you may have noticed when you jumped into your owner portal that there are some changes. Super excited about that as I got into it this week and was messing around with these changes for the owner portals. And I love this new dashboard that you're able to see. So check it out, log in. There are some pieces that we're going to be rolling out in addition to just that dashboard that you now should be able to see things in real time very, very, very clearly and easily. I like it. Like, I jumped in from an owner's perspective and I looked at it and I was like, oh, wow, this is much more helpful than it used to be. And yeah, kudos to the team for turning that on and figuring out what that was going to take to get done. And thanks to those of you that helped in making that happen too. So appreciate that. Again, your feedback and comments are always appreciated, even if it's, coming from a standpoint of, hey, where we can be improving and correcting. And it's helpful. It really is. And at the end of the day, keep in mind, like, we don't want to be the company out there that's, just continuing to do what we've always done. Like, we want to grow every week. It's what keeps things interesting and exciting, especially in markets like this. Like, let's keep growing. Let's keep, figuring out new ways to make things better, make the service better, make the experience for you all better. So keep those comments coming. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. If you haven't been subscribing to these, feel free to subscribe on the YouTube. Subscribe to this. You'll get them in your inbox every Friday. Again, I try to keep these as candid as possible, just a perspective that we're seeing from the week. Again, I do them in one take. That's my jam. Like, I don't have time for all that editing and stuff. Maybe one day I will. We'll hire somebody and they can do it for me, but I don't have the bandwidth for that. So again, take them for what they're worth. I hope you find them valuable because we find you all valuable. Thank you.